licensing. It is UF Innovate Ventures. The University of Florida has its own venture fund that invests in startup companies. And it's UF Industry Engagement or Business Development, where we work with larger companies to encourage them to have a presence in the area. Recently in our Innovation District downtown, Raytheon Corporation, Harris Corporation, Lockheed Martin, and Blue Origin have all agreed to put offices there to have access to some of the top engineering students in the world. So what does it take to really build an innovation ecosystem? And I didn't make up the title for this talk, that's Don's fault. The traditional model is your typical three-legged stool where you have to have all three legs functioning in order to be able to sit. It's typically business expansion and retention, business recruitment, or what people call smokestack chasing, and business creation. I got a phone call last year from a community in Tennessee that said, we're going after Amazon. Everybody's going after Amazon. I think they had a population of around 6,000. Probably not enough people to work for Amazon. I discouraged them because smokestack chasing and recruitment is often the weak link of the stool. I think this cartoon typifies economic development. In many of the places where I go to do consulting, not everybody's pulling in the same direction. There's a lot of facets. Chambers, economic development groups, community development, tourism, marketing, business, recruitment. Everybody's trying to move the wagon along, but maybe not together, which is one of the key components. The new model now that was given in the Brookings Institute report on rise of innovation districts in 2014 is economic assets, physical assets, and networking to create an innovation ecosystem. That's what we have in Gainesville. That's our new logo and our new design. We have all three parts and a few other things I'd like to cover today. First, our innovation district is able to draw from a pool of 5,000 faculty. The University of Florida's main campus in Gainesville is one of the 5 largest campuses in the United States with 54,000 plus full-time students. UF will reach $1 billion in sponsored research next year, federally and corporate sponsored research. UF researchers disclose over 300 new inventions annually, and we have a vibrant downtown food, entertainment, and living like you have here. However, a surprising fact to many people is in our incubators, only about 25% of those companies are University of Florida technology companies. Where do the rest of them come? They come from Brazil. They come from Europe. They come from South America and all over the United States. Some to avail themselves of the research enterprise at the University of Florida. Some because of the reputation we have for building companies. Some because of the opportunity to collaborate, but many because they are looking for a live, work, play environment where they feel like they can grow. It takes leadership. This is a big part of what we have. I'm sure you won't remember these faces or the people behind them, but these are leaders who are bold, get out front, and get things done. We actually have shirts done that say GSDD. I'll let you figure out what GSD stands for. Get stuff done. And we mean it. We don't sit around and plan and elect committees to decide who's going to be on the next committee. These are people that move the needle, that get things done, that are dedicated to get things accomplished. actually has a department of doing. What do? They do stuff. They help people grease the skids to get permits, to get construction sites done, to find shovel-ready sites, to do what it takes to move forward. And every single one of these people helps startups connect to money. If you don't think it's about the money, you shouldn't be in this business. Because it is. It takes money to grow companies. So these people are true leaders who get things done. It takes collaboration. These are all the different groups that meet bi-monthly in an organization we have called GEAR, very much like TALK. It's the Gainesville Entrepreneurial Area Roundtable. And everybody gets together and talks about what they're doing for entrepreneurs. We keep a common calendar so everybody knows what entrepreneurial event is going on when and where. There's one almost every day of the week. And they support each other. Rather than being in competition, they are working together. It wasn't always that way. It's taken about 2 years to get there, but now everybody is equally supportive. It takes government. The city of Gainesville, the city of Alachua, and Alachua County government is deeply involved relative to placemaking. They are giving us new zoning and districting to change into special use. So we can, I've told people often in the incubator, you can do just about anything but build a nuclear reactor, and I can probably get it zoned for that if you really need it. They allow us to do things that we need to do to move the needle. Change roads. We've changed a lot of roads into one-way in different areas, into chicanes, into park districts. They have stepped out and said, we like this, we want it, we need to pave the way for things to get done. Space Florida, Enterprise Florida are state organizations that assist with funding projects, promoting projects, and exposing us to the outside world. Representative Yoho is a tremendous sponsor of Sid Martin Biotech. He's a former veterinarian, and he loves what we're doing and has stepped out in front for us many times. So the government has helped a lot. The Economic Development Administration funded the hub. We got $14 million from them and $14 million from the university. Built 106,000 square foot incubator, and in 20 months we have filled it to 88% of capacity. So we get tremendous support from our government allies. It takes infrastructure. You know, most companies run on the backs of their IT now. We have a 1 gig fiber optic connection from the Florida Lambda Rail that runs right into our building. We do not have bandwidth problems. Alachua County alone has 68% of the available wet lab space. I call a wet lab a hood, a sink, and a place to think. It's not fancy, it's not overdone, but biotech companies have to have it. And it's hard to find, it's expensive to build. The latest estimate I heard in Florida for building single pass air wet laboratory space is $450 a square foot. The university supports it, they continue to fund it, and we continue to fill it. 100% of our wet lab space is filled today with biotech companies that are the future of tomorrow. We have bioagriculture companies working on vaccines for salmonella, cures for tuberculosis, cures for cancer and childhood diseases. We have a ton of biotech ag, biotech pure, what we call in terms of tools, and biomedicine with the Shands UF Health complex that we work with. But it takes infrastructure. It takes high speed. It's not an if you build it, they will come, but if you don't build it, they darn sure won't. Wet laboratories are extremely important, as is high-quality IT backbone. It does take planning. I have a philosophy about planning that I've developed over the last 18 years of consulting. Number one, your plan should be for 3 years maximum. The old adage was a 5-year plan. Every time I go to some economic development group or chamber, I said, let me see all your 5-year plans. And they go, well, they're in there on that bookshelf with dust all over them. There's a bunch of them. They're real thick, done by companies and cost us a fortune. They've never read them, they've never used them, and they're way out of date. And some of them are only in year 2. Technology is moving by us. You know, the worst thing I ever did was get my father at 92 an iPhone. He's next minister. He sends me dirty jokes every day. He constantly is texting me to say, what are you doing? It's like, boy, technology is great. And I wanted to upgrade it, and he, no way. I'm fine with what I've got. We get upgraded constantly. Software, hardware, everything in our lives. It takes planning, but your plan needs to be short and it needs to continually be updated, because in 6 months it will be out of date. Certainly you have to plan to have economic development, but when you do that, make it short and to the point to get what you need. It takes support. Great group of sponsors here. Ice Miller was a big sponsor for us in Indianapolis and the incubator I built up there when I was with IU. We have a ton of people who support entrepreneurs that we make the call and they answer. They provide tax counseling services, accounting education, legal, intellectual property, corporate help. They provide even helping people find a place to live in terms of real estate, banking, all those things. You need all those different parts to help entrepreneurs. I want my entrepreneurs to worry about building their business. I don't want them to worry about where they're going to bank, how they're going to do their taxes, where their kids need to go to school. I want that taken care of. Very important to have a good support system. Certainly, as well, it takes, people. It takes all kinds of people. These are some of the entrepreneurs we have. Actually, oddly enough, a recent survey said that the average age of the entrepreneur, even counting the West Coast, is 41. It's not all 18-year-olds, although I just met a kid from Fort Lauderdale that was 16. He was a college freshman, and he said, well, I created last year an app called Promly, and it made sure that no 2 girls showed up at the prom in the same dress on the same night. I said, well, that sounds kind of weird. He said, yeah, I sold it to Facebook for $6 million. I said, well, maybe we should make one for tuxes. Can you help me out? It takes people. It takes inventive, courageous, daring, enterprising people to make an opportunity zone work. And to me, the number one ingredient is it takes acceptance. I told everybody in 2008 I spent my summer in Paris and Athens. I did. Paris, Texas, Athens, Tennessee. That's where I went. These are small communities. Back then, they both said, we want to build a biotech incubator because biotech's the big thing. Paris, Texas is population 6,000 people. That is actually a real picture. They have an Eiffel Tower with a big red arrow. And I said, well, what assets do you have in biotech? Well, we have a hospital, and we have an interstate. So does everybody. The lack of a major university, things like that, can hamper you. So finally, they accepted the fact that that wasn't their thing. I used to have a sign on my desk that had a quote by someone named Quentin Crisp. It said, it's no good running a pig farm badly I was meant to be a ballet dancer. By that time, pigs will have become your style. Use the assets that you have. Use the assets that you feel you can glean locally. In Paris, they built a manufacturing incubator. The most successful company out of it was a company that made custom bumpers for Dodge and Ford and Chevy trucks. The guy ended up employing like 45 people, and they got bought. In Athens, they said, you know, we're halfway in between Chattanooga, it's not Chattanooga, it's Chattanooga, and Knoxville. They said, we're halfway in between there, and everybody loves to come here to play sports. And I said, then you need to build a huge softball field complex. And they said, that's not an incubator. I said, it could be. It could be a youth sports incubator. They run the largest recreation complex in the state of Tennessee today. And don't you know that makes revenue? That is tax revenue. That is tourist dollars. That is economic development for Athens, Tennessee. They accepted what they had. Later on, I wrote a second play for them under the Federal Rails to Trails project. And they took an old railroad line and built a hiking trail, but not just a hiking trail, horseback riding trail. And it has become one of the most popular destinations in the state of Tennessee for people that ride horses. It's a 17.2-mile long trail with restaurants along the way now, hotels that have stalls and barns for horses. It's been a tremendous economic boon to the region. Accept what you can do. Don't keep trying to do what you cannot do. I learned in Indianapolis when I was there, it was a bad place to do marine biology. Even though the world's largest submarine base is only 50 miles from there. Did you know that? Largest submarine base in the United States is in Crane, Indiana. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Don't ask me how they get the submarines there. There's a few things you have to add. Amenities. Entrepreneurs want a place where they can relax, where there's an atmosphere, where there's food, where there's entertainment, where there are things to do. You have to add that to build sort of a vibe. Green spaces, walking trails. One of the things we notice about downtown Louisville here is wide sidewalks, well lit, easy to get places. That's a tremendous amenity you have to have. Events. We have an event we call Third Thirsty Thursday at the Hub from 4 to 6:30 p.m. It's free beer and wine and snacks. It's provided by one of our real estate sponsors. We have over 150 people that come to that event every third Thursday of the month. And all they do is network. And we've gotten tremendous collaborations out of it. Events like this one. Events Standing Innovation. We recognize the top inventor from the university every year. So having events like this Tech Fest are a big attraction to an economic development area. Press releases, publicity, social media. So many communities are muted about what they're doing because they don't really feel like they should crow about it. You should. It is a tremendous community here. People in Silicon Valley should know the advantages of being in Louisville, Kentucky, especially when, for instance, we just had a company move to Gainesville, a biotech company from Silicon Valley. And the guy said, how much do you charge per square foot? We said, it's $32 per square foot per year for lab space. He said, you meant per month? I said, no, that's per year. He was paying $195 a square foot for a laboratory near the valley. There are tremendous economic advantages to being here, but there's a quality of life advantage that you need to talk about. Education, proximity to a university like U of L, like the University of Florida, providing lectures, seminars, lunch and learns, breakfast meetings, the ability to interface with some of the leading authorities in their fields is a huge draw when it comes to building an economic ecosystem. entrepreneurship. We currently have 56 companies under roof, from everything from drones to satellite parts to laser optics to organic LEDs and quantum dots to software as a service companies, all kinds of different companies. A company that makes vitamin supplements right there. We have a tremendous company called Diabetic Kitchen that sells on Amazon that makes brownie mixes and cake mixes and muffin mixes for people with diabetes. Tremendous group of people. So we have food companies. We have agriculture companies. At Sid Martin, it's biotech, biomedicine. I gave you a few of them, working on childhood glycogen and storage diseases, working on new methods for agriculture, working on vaccines for salmonella. We help entrepreneurs feed, fuel, and heal the world. But the real truth of the matter is, what do you produce? What have you done lately? In 25 years, Sid Martin and the Hub have generated $6.4 billion in venture capital brought into Alachua County. That if those incubators had not been there, that money would not have come into the state of Florida. That's a big deal. In the last 5 years, we brought in $4.2 billion of that. That's a lot of revenue coming in there that gets spent, that tax dollars, use of public goods and transportation, rental income. That's a lot of money brought into the county just by 2 incubators. Over 200 plus startups have been launched by tech licensing. Currently, we have an 84% success rate of companies staying in business or being bought 5 years post-graduation. So 84% of those companies are still in business. We've created 7,695 jobs that are high-tech jobs, average wage of about $54,000 in the community. And we do retain at least 55% of our companies in the county, in the state. They don't all pack up and move to Silicon Valley or San Diego or Boston. In fact, we've had a few of them lately who have mysteriously returned after they found out a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Palo Alto is around $890,000. So they've been happy to come back. This is what makes us unique. We have 106,000 square foot, like I said, of lab and office. This is the lobby when you walk in. We have 8 conference rooms that seat from 5 to 55. We have flexible space. We can put you at 100 square foot. We can put you at 5,000 square foot. We have a huge training room like this. This is a fantastic room. I love it in here. We have a free coffee bar. These people suck down coffee. I've never seen anything like it. We make about 36 pots a day. It's like life for these people. And we have food service in the building. We have educational programs, as I discussed, networking experts, IT assistants, and access to the billion-dollar UF research enterprise. That's a big deal to a company that needs access to an electron microscope. We can do that. They need access to some of the world experts on cybersecurity and banking security. We can do that. They need access to clinical trials at a major hospital. We can do that. That all makes a big difference. Sid Martin is out in Alachua, about 15 miles from downtown. As I said, it's been named Global Incubator of the Year twice, which is the only incubator in the United States or in the world to be named that. More than 100 companies have gone through the doors. They have an 82% post-graduation success. Axygen, a nerve implant company, is UF's first billion-dollar market cap company. They make nerves that can be inserted to. We had a tremendous speaker 2 years ago at our annual Standing Innovation down and ran a lap around the building because she had received 5 oxygen nerve implants. It changes lives, not just economies. It's a big, big deal. What makes it unique? It's all laboratory. We have everything anybody would need to run a biomedical, biotechnical company. The big deal is we have $3.5 billion in shared scientific equipment. That's huge to a startup company. We have fluorescent microscopy. We have PCR. We have spectrophotometers. We have incubators. We have just about everything you would need. And you don't have to buy it. You can use it for free if you're a client of the incubator. We are also under one roof. We have an 8,000 square foot small animal facility, 21,000 square foot large animal facility, which is a huge deal to startup companies. We have 2 climate controlled greenhouses with mud rooms, seedling growth, and hot room. And yes, we get about 4 phone calls a month of somebody that wants to grow pot in it. And the university's interest, not in this lifetime. So that doesn't happen. Those are orange trees, by the way. And access to the University of Florida ICOOK certification in animal care. Again, tremendous boom to startup companies in biotech. They don't have to buy all this stuff or pay for all this stuff extra. They can grow, plant themselves locally. What makes our innovation district unique? We have a food trailer truck parked downtown with slots for 4 different food trucks. That's great for the entrepreneurs. They can go over there, eat lunch. It's open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. They can go over in the evening, have a beer, have a cup of coffee. A boutique hotel, 108 rooms, is being built right in the middle of the district so that we can house visitors and guests. We're working on walking, biking, and hiking paths. We already have bike paths downtown. We are literally 2 blocks from the front gate of the university. As I said, we have every kind of space, light manufacturing. We have a company that actually builds drones right there in the building. We have a company that actually builds plant monitoring devices that are put on pallets. Do you remember the romaine lettuce scare? That's our company found that. They were the ones that discovered it. We have another company that makes sensors for meats that are shipped to make sure they arrive, that they picked up Cracker Barrel, Popeye's Fried Chicken, Wendy's, half a dozen other companies in the last year and are growing rapidly. As I said, we have a huge fiber pipeline, and we're currently working on building adult housing. And in college town, that's a big, big deal. That's a big deal because most of the adult housing is out in the suburbs and is not downtown. You have a tremendous walkable space here. That's exactly what we continue to build out at the University of Florida. So, it does take a lot of different facets. It takes leadership, it takes collaboration, it takes government, it takes infrastructure, people that support, organizations that support. But I think most of all it takes acceptance that this is what I'm good at, this is what we're not. You know, I used to say that when I worked for Baxter Healthcare as Vice President of Sales and Marketing, we always had 5 top products. 2 of them were killer. They were just winners. They were just $1 million projects. I could sell them in my sleep. 3 of them were loss leaders and losers. Which ones did the company spend all their marketing and sales and effort money on? The losers. Stop. Don't do that. Spend money on the winners. Spend money on the winners and move ahead and dominate your market. It takes a coolness factor or vibe. Entrepreneurs talk about that all the time. Well, I need it to be a really cool place to work. I need a vibe there of cooperation, of working together, and everybody supporting you. It does take, one of the questions we get right off the bat, how close is the nearest gym? How close is the nearest workout facility? How close is the nearest daycare? How close are the local schools? It's a big deal. Being in the right location. You know, realtors, the 3 rules are location, location, location. You know that. Where you are is important. It takes proper facilities, and it does take time. Years ago, I gave people a quote. I've written 7 books on business incubation and research park now. I said, it's called a business incubator, not a business microwave. It takes time. I remember coming downstairs. My daughter was about 9 years old. She's 36 now. And she was standing by the microwave, drumming her fingers. And I said, what's going on? And she said, this darn microwave is so slow at heating up water. Gave me a great opportunity to tell her about bringing the coal bucket in when I was in Indiana, and heating up the coal stove and setting the tea kettle on it. And of course, her answer was, yeah, right. Technology moves fast. Economic development does not. Economic development takes a foundation. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes collaboration. It takes people. It takes support. It takes atmosphere and vibe. And often, it takes patience. Build your community for what it is. I mean, Louisville is fascinating to me. The progress is. I got a phone call back in 2006 from a group that said, we're building Med City in Louisville. Anybody remember that? They're building Med City. And I came down 2 or 3 times from Indianapolis. And there was a lot of talk and a lot of planning. But this area in particular has been amazing. It is incredible. I've sent people I know pictures, and they just can't believe what a transformation has gone on. Keep building it. Keep working on it. Keep being patient. And add in these ingredients, and I think you'll do fantastic. Thank you very much. I do have brochures and stuff up here if you want them from both the Huff and Sid Martin. You're welcome to have them.
Does anyone have any thoughts about how Louisville may want to pick up a piece or 2 of this? If someone want to make a comment? All right, well, it's good food for thought. Yes, Alex?
What's a common mistake you see communities make when they're trying to build an innovation?
I think a common mistake a lot of communities make is exactly what I said, not accepting what they can do and what they can't. I get all the time that, oh, we got to be life sciences like Boston. We got to go out and do that. Well, that's not your shit. Well, we're going to make it our shit. We're going to spend 20 years and billions of dollars and fail. You can't do that. The second thing I think is not understanding, and I'm sorry to be blunt about this, but it's all about the money. It's about the money. If you don't have organized angel funds, you don't have an organized investment tool, you don't have connections in the venture capital world, you can build all the cool stuff you want, and it's going to be very coolly empty for a long time because it's about the money. And by God, in a few years, they better start making money because I'm going to kick them out of the incubator and they're going to have to pay rent somewhere. So I think those 2 things are really key, is focus on the good stuff and understand that you've got to build that monetary network to make it run. You're doing.
What would you call Louisville's good stuff? What's Louisville's good stuff?
What's your niche here in Louisville? You've got a tremendous medical community here. Medical device. You've got great engineering. I think there's a way to capitalize on that. There's a lot of places that do medical device but don't necessarily specialize in it. I think you've got a tremendous test bed here. U of L continues to grow. The engineering community here in general is very strong in aerospace, defense systems, all that kind of stuff. What I would advise you not to do is to try to get off. Everybody right now wants to get into
defense. They see that as the money and the future, and that's where they go. I've had tons of people, oh, we're going to get into unmanned aerial drones. Well, what do you know about it? Not a darn thing, but we're going to get into it. Yes, we are. It's not that easy. So I see a real sharp spot here in medical device, medical diagnostics.